Let me start off by talking about a quote from James Baldwin, the great American author. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed if it is not faced. And I think this is a motto at the heart of Sussex's education, particularly in terms of addressing critically the challenges that are facing the world.
I think Sussex's continued success in development studies reflects two things: the quality and diversity of faculty that are available here and the quality of students that we're able to attract.
We've been at the forefront of really rigorous, robust research that tackles successive development challenges.
So we're not afraid to be critical about the roots of the international development sector, also about the way the system works today, but also at the same time we're very engaged.
The UN Sustainable Development Goals provide a really important set of directions, a set of guidelines for all of humanity.
There are many challenges facing humanity: ecological collapse that we are dealing with in many forms, biodiversity losses, climate disruptions all around the place, rampant inequality and poverty continuing to dominate. We have to understand how they come about.
Our futures depend on living well and thriving on a planet that's under pressure, and on fostering more forms of development that are more open, more inclusive and more equitable. And that's what really runs through all of our research. Our research is always engaged with policymakers and practitioners because we seek to make a difference.
So this is not something that is coming at the end of the pipe. This is starting right from the first few months of the research project, where we meet up with policymakers and civil society practitioners, sometimes business practitioners, in order to refine what we are going to do.
And then we bring that work back into the classroom. So we'll bring those practical examples of how we've worked with the UN, how we've worked with non-government organisations on development issues.
Everybody teaching is involved in research. They are at the cutting edge of their own research programmes and projects, so that what goes on in the classroom and in seminars is directly shaped by frontline research work.
So in recent years, I have, for example, been advisor to the House of Commons. They were doing an inquiry into the UK's work internationally to prevent violence against women.
Here in the business school, we've collaborated with others in the university in a number of respects. One example is where I worked with the medical school on a neglected tropical disease in Ethiopia, and also alongside an Ethiopian researcher.
So at Sussex, in order for our students really to make a difference in international development, we feel it's really critical to help them to develop self-awareness about who they are and their position in the world.
Great things are done by students, and each one of them is a hero in that sense, bringing about the changes that we all need to see in the world.
I have students that have gone on, for example, to work for the Swedish Embassy on gender and conflict in Mozambique.
Amongst our alumni, the President of Costa Rica, who talks about his experiences at Sussex and the Institute as having absolutely shaped the way he both came to power and has sought to lead the world on climate and environmental justice.
Some of our students have succeeded in the Overseas Development Institute Fellowship Scheme, which places master's graduates for 2 years in a position of significant responsibility in the government of a developing country.
And it's so exciting to see the multiple ways in which those who have learned with us then go on to change the world.